have a book to read to you called Not Norman, a Goldfish Story by Kelly Bennett, illustrated by Noah Z. Jones. This book is all about this little boy who gets this fish named Norman. Now think about the title. Do you think the boy wanted the fish? Not Norman. Not Norman. And I'm wondering what could be wrapped up in there. What do you think? When I got Norman, I didn't want to keep him. I wanted a different kind of pet. Not Norman. Oh, I can think of a way for how he's looking. He's looking kind of sad, maybe a little disappointed. His parents don't look like they think he's going to be disappointed, do they? Oh, and what about Norman? He looks a little bit, maybe a little bit scared. I wanted a pet who could run and catch, or one who could climb trees and chase strings. A soft, furry pet to keep on my bed at night. Not Norman. All Norman does is swim around and 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 around. And look, there are all the people in the back. What do you notice about them? That they have some of the pets that he wants, don't they? They have a cat and a dog, and he's just sitting there with Norman. Norman. This is it, Norman, I decide. I'm trading you for a good pet. Norman doesn't move. Not even a fin twitches. How can I trade him like this? No one will want a sorry-looking fish in a gunky bowl. When I drop Norman into his nice, clean bowl, he starts dipping and flipping, flapping his fins around. He looks so goofy, I have to laugh. Don't think that just because you made me laugh, I'm going to keep you, I tell him. Tomorrow you're out of here. Norman blows a stream of bubbles. I'm noticing he's being pretty responsible with Norman, though, isn't he? He's taking care of him, even though he says he doesn't want him. Is he taking care of him? Yeah. I wonder what might happen. The next day, I take Norman to school with me. If I talk him up real good during show and tell, maybe someone will want him. On the way there, we see my friend Austin. Austin has a real cool dog. And 7 puppies. Want to swap one of your pups for Norman? I ask. Who's Norman? Asks Austin. My goldfish, I say. By the time I rescue Norman, half his water is gone. What happened to his water? What did the dogs do? They drank it. And look, he ran over to save him. Because they were over there. He must have not seen. But I love that he went over and he saved Norman. Oh. I'm sorry, I tell Norman when we get to school. I'm really sorry. He just stares at me all googly-eyed. Can you make googly eyes? What do those look like? Finally, it's my turn to show and tell. Just as I start to talk about Goldfish, Emily shouts, Jenny's gone! Who let my snake loose? Oh no! And look what it says right up by the picture of Norman. It says, Norman, one amazing fish. Oh, that's so nice of him to say that. Does anyone hear the story of how I got Norman? Does anyone even ask to hold his bowl? No, they're all jumping and screaming and chasing the snake. Not Norman. He's looking right at me. Thanks for listening, I tell him. Oh, they're looking like they're becoming friends to me, don't they? To you? They're smiling at each other. That afternoon, we go to my music lesson. As soon as it's over, I'm taking Norman back to the pet store. I take out my tuba and begin to play. Bum bum ba 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 boo 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 bee. I glance over at Norman. He's swaying back and forth. Sway with me. Back and forth. And he goes glug 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 glug. And try with me. Glug 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 glug. He mouths. Look! Norman's singing, I say. Pay attention, snaps Maestro, and try to play the proper notes. Maestro makes me stay for extra practice. By the time my lesson is over, it's too late to go to the pet store. Don't think that just because you like my music, I'm going to keep you, I tell Norman. He glugs. That night, I'm sound asleep when screech, screech. What's that noise? Screech, screech, screech. Yikes, there's something at the window. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I spot. What would you guys look like right now if you were him? I spot Norman. He isn't scared. He isn't swimming around in circles either. He glugs and gives me a little wave. I'm not alone. Together, Norman and I slide open the curtains. It was just a broken tree branch. Thanks for watching out for me, Norman. Oh, Norman is helping watch out for him. Do you think how he's feeling about Norman is starting to change? On Saturday, I take Norman to the pet store. No, just like I said I would. I look at the cats and dogs and snakes and birds. I look at the hamsters and mice and lizards too. They all look like good pets, but they are not Norman. When I got Norman, I wasn't sure I wanted to keep him. But now, even if I could pick any pet in the whole wide world, I wouldn't trade him. Not Norman. And look, there's Norman in his fishbowl and that sign, one amazing fish right above. I want to ask you a question. The book is called Not Norman. And in the beginning of the book, right in the first page, he says, when I got Norman, I didn't want to keep him. I wanted a different kind of pet, not Norman. At the end of the book, he says, but now, even if I could pick any pet in the whole world, I wouldn't trade him, not Norman. So, in those two different parts of the book, not Norman means two different things. What do you think it is that I mean by that? What two different things does it mean? Well, in one he says, not Norman. Like, I don't want that goldfish. But at the end he's saying, not Norman. Like, he's the only goldfish that I want. So that not Norman changed, didn't it? Did you notice that? That not Norman changed? What do you think it is that made it change? What do you think it was that made him decide that Norman was the very best pet for him? Let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed.